It was fall, and it got dark pretty quick. On top of that, our gas guzzling V8 needed a refill, so we had no choice but to stop at a gas station. We spotted one in the middle of nowhere. Visually, this gas station looked creepy as hell. I thought it might have been abandoned when I first saw it. We lived next to a gas pump, and I was about to start filling the beat up white van with tinted windows pulled into the gas station parking lot. As soon as I saw it, I immediately got a bad feeling. First thing I did was go to the convenience store and use the bathroom. Do you really have to go? This place looks sketchy as hell. It's an emergency. There's no need to be paranoid. I'll be quick. Alright, just hurry up. Don't lose your time, school. Christina then went inside the store. As soon as she did, the driver exited the white van and followed her inside. My spidey sense told me that something was about to go down, so I decided to go inside as well. As soon as I walked in, I heard Christina screaming. The driver of the van was dragging Christina to what looked like a back door. I quickly got out my pocket knife and stabbed the man in the back. The man staggered and let go of Christina. I used the opportunity to grab Christina's hand and pull her to her feet. The man staggered and struggled to pull the knife out of his back. He was so angry that his face was red. He then let out a shout of pure rage and chased us out of the store. Luckily for us, we were able to make it back to the car. I put it into drive and drove out of there as quickly as possible. In my rearview mirror, I saw the white van from before pull out of the gas station parking lot and began to follow us. Fortunately for us, our Lexus had a more capable engine, so I put the pedal to the floor and we eventually lost him. His busted-up kidnap mobile wasn't able to keep up. They should have filed a report, but when they didn't do that, there were no employees present. This was definitely the kind of place that may or may not have working security cameras. We were all pretty shaken up about this. It's not every day that you see one of your best friends literally being dragged away by a stranger. But thankfully, I was able to intervene and save her. This story happened to me when I was only 10 years old. I grew up in a popular suburb of Phoenix, Arizona. We lived in the third house on a street that was just off the neighborhood's main road. My house had an enclosed front porch with a basketball hoop and a bike rack. One day I was home by myself. And decided to go to the local park. This was probably around 4 p.m. or so. At this time, our neighborhood wasn't fully developed, so having a lot of traffic wasn't common. My sister and I have always been paranoid about sketchy white vans because of the programs they showed us at school. So when I noticed one cruising down the main road, I thought it was strange, but I figured it might have been a construction worker and continued. I was one of those kids who would ride his bike around just to explore the area, so I was never too worried in my neighborhood. If someone did come after me, I knew all the best routes to lose someone. Anyways, I took my usual path and went down a side street through a cul-de-sac instead of the main road. When I arrived at the park, I noticed another neighborhood kid named Parker who was in the open field next to the playground. After a while of hanging out with him, I figured that my parents would probably be home from work by now. When I first left the park, I realized I had forgotten my water bottle. It was a tin Spider-Man water bottle. That was a big deal to 10-year-old me. No way I was leaving that behind.